We have the honor to be here today with Ben Shapiro. Ben, how are you feeling today?
Thank God, doing well. How are you?
Baruch Hashem. How's Pesach going?
Beautiful. What's to complain about?
Baruch Hashem. Ben, you're obviously very involved with everything going on in the world. I wanted to ask you, for the people listening, of course, you speak a lot about the importance of sticking to Jewish values and Jewish principles and navigating through life with God. What would you say is the importance of learning Torah every day?
The importance is to reground yourself in values that are eternal, stood the test of time. I think that most people think of the things that guide them as things like science, data. The reality is the one form of data, as Thomas Sowell says, is time-tested wisdom. Time-tested wisdom across the course of millennia is a pretty good guide for your life.
Would you say that could attribute to a person's success to stick to their learning Torah every day?
I think certainly if you implement the eternal rules of success, then you're likely to be more successful.
The divine wisdom.
Yeah, that'd be the idea, yeah.
Obviously now in the world, a lot of difficult things are going on, especially for the Jewish people this year. What would you say is the importance of a person praying during times of difficulty?
No, I tend to think that the word prayer in Hebrew is lihitpalel, which is reflexive. It's more about changing yourself and your orientation toward the world than it is about demanding something of God. Very frequently say that God is not a gumball machine. What that means is that you have to change how you are interfacing with the world, change who you are if you expect a different result. And that's what prayer is really about. It's about trying to align yourself with God's will, not trying to align God with your will.
And God's always listening to us?
I do.
Yeah, maybe like a personal story you could share about how prayers got you through a difficult time or something of that nature?
I think that what I pray for every day is that I should be given the opportunity to fulfill my potential. And so what it really is for me is about trying to seize the opportunities that God gives me, and prayer is just a reminder every single day that those opportunities are in front of me if I can seize them.
Very nice. Navigating through life, a lot of times, I know from my community in New York and etc., a lot of young Jewish people trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. What would you say is a good way to know what's Hashem's will and what He expects from us, how to pick a career, picking a girl to marry, all these things, etc.?
When it comes to picking a girl, obviously the values that you wish to raise your family with are the number one priority in terms of who you choose to pick. Everything else will follow if you have the same values. In terms of picking a career, what I always say, and this is just kind of good advice, that you should try to find something that you love to do, that you're good at, and that people want you to do. If you can find something that fulfills all three of those boxes, then you'll end up doing very well in life. If you don't fill all three of those boxes, then you might do something you love and something you're good at, but nobody wants it from you. Or, one of the other permutations of that formula.
Someone really wants to go for something in their life and they feel like a little bit of a self-doubt. What would you advise them to do? Like a dream?
Yeah, everything is worth exploring. The reality is that running toward your dream is totally worthwhile, and then see where it brings you. And then take the next step, depending on what happens next.
There's such thing as failure?
Of course there's such a thing as failure, but the failure is what leads to success. I don't know a single person who's highly successful hasn't failed 1,000 times, and every one of those failures is a lesson toward a better future and a better manifestation.
There's one thing you could say to your younger self, what would it be?
Everything's going to be okay. That's and I think it's a good message for a lot of young people, because in the moment everything feels like it's not going to be okay, but invariably 20 years back, everybody looks back and they say, you know what, it was terrible, and then everything was okay.
And it works out.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I ask you for a hug?
Okay.
Hey. Wait, the Jews got a hug heart to heart. This one. Lev la lev.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks so much.